Electric or hybrid? Which is right for you? Introduction. The future of sustainable transportation. Transportation, one of the largest sources of greenhouse gas emissions, is under pressure to change. In response, the automotive industry has transformed, creating electric and hybrid vehicles as important solutions to reduce pollution and dependence on fossil fuels. Both types of vehicles offer many environmental and economic benefits. However, the choice between electric and hybrid vehicles depends on many factors, including usage conditions, costs, charging infrastructure, and consumer lifestyle. This essay will analyze in depth the pros and cons of both types of vehicles, helping you better understand each option and thereby make the most appropriate decision for yourself. Part 1: Introduction to electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles. Electric vehicles are one of the most modern solutions developed to replace vehicles using traditional internal combustion engines. Electric vehicles operate entirely on energy from batteries and electric motors, completely eliminating dependence on fossil fuels. This makes electric vehicles a symbol of green transportation. Electric vehicles use lithium-ion batteries to store electricity. This energy is provided through charging from public or home charging stations. When operating, electric vehicles do not emit CO2 or any other pollutants. Electric vehicles need a network of charging stations to maintain operation, especially on long journeys. Hybrid vehicles combine an internal combustion engine and an electric motor, providing flexibility in operation. Hybrids can run on electric motors under certain conditions, helping to reduce fuel consumption and emissions. The electric motor supports the gasoline engine, mainly used to improve fuel efficiency. No external charging required. The battery charges itself when the vehicle is moving or braking, can be charged externally like an electric vehicle, but also uses a gasoline engine to increase the range. Part 2: Comparing electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles. Electric vehicles do not emit CO2 when operating, which significantly reduces air pollution in urban areas. However, the greenness of an electric vehicle depends on the source of the electricity used for charging. If the electricity comes from renewable energy such as wind or solar, an electric vehicle is the optimal choice for the environment. But if the electricity is produced from fossil fuels, the emission reduction benefits are reduced. Although not completely green like an electric vehicle, a hybrid vehicle still reduces emissions compared to a vehicle using a traditional internal combustion engine. PHEVs can run purely on electricity for short trips, but HEVs still rely heavily on the gasoline engine. So electric vehicles are superior in terms of environmental friendliness, especially in countries with a clean electricity grid. Electric vehicles have outstanding acceleration, thanks to the instant torque from the electric motor. They operate smoothly, without causing noise from the engine. In particular, electric vehicles are suitable for large cities, thanks to their flexible and economical operation. Hybrid vehicles have good performance in urban conditions, where electric motors are widely used. However, performance decreases on long routes or when traveling at high speeds, because the gasoline engine plays a major role. Therefore, electric vehicles lead in terms of operating performance, while hybrid vehicles provide flexibility in many road conditions. Electric vehicles are often more expensive than hybrid vehicles due to the cost of producing batteries. However, thanks to support policies from the government, consumers can save significantly when buying electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are more fuel efficient, with electricity prices often lower than gasoline. Electric vehicle maintenance is also cheaper, because electric vehicles have fewer mechanical parts. Electric vehicles have a faster depreciation rate, especially in places where charging station infrastructure is not yet developed. Hybrids retain their value better due to their versatility. Hybrids are therefore more affordable to own initially, but electric vehicles are more economical in the long term. Modern electric vehicles have a range of 300–600 km per charge. However, electric vehicles are dependent on a network of charging stations, which can be problematic for long-distance travel in areas with limited infrastructure. Hybrids are not limited by charging infrastructure thanks to the ability to use a PHEV petrol engine that can run on battery power for around 50–100 kilometers before switching to conventional fuel. Hybrids are therefore more suitable for long journeys or where charging infrastructure is limited. Part 3: Who should choose an electric car? Who should choose a hybrid car? An electric car is suitable for you if you live in an urban area with a developed charging station network. You want to completely reduce emissions and contribute to environmental protection. You often travel short distances and can charge your car at home. You accept high initial costs to save long-term operating costs. A hybrid car is a reasonable choice if you often travel long distances or to areas with limited charging infrastructure. You want to save fuel, but do not want to completely depend on the battery. You are looking for an economical solution but still provide reliable performance. Part 4. Evaluate other factors. Electric cars' support policies are often very strong, such as tax exemptions, financial subsidies, or free registration. Advances in battery technology continue to increase travel range and reduce charging times. Hybrid cars' support policies are less, but there are still incentives in some places. The development of PHEVs has expanded the possibilities for fuel economy and environmental friendliness. Both types of vehicles require the mining of raw materials such as lithium and cobalt. However, electric vehicles have a higher potential for battery recycling, reducing environmental impact in the future. Conclusion: electric or hybrid, which is better? Choosing between electric and hybrid vehicles depends on individual needs and circumstances. Electric vehicles are suitable for people who want to radically reduce emissions and live in an area with charging infrastructure. Hybrid vehicles are suitable for people who need a flexible and fuel-efficient vehicle, but are not completely dependent on the charging network. Whichever type of vehicle you choose, switching to sustainable transport is a big step towards reducing your environmental impact and contributing to a green future.